Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Make Healthy Hobbies second wellness workshop. Yay!
Yay.
If it's okay with you guys, I'm recording this, and it's also going to be posted on makehealthyhobby.com. Also, since we last saw each other, Make Healthy Hobby has social media handles now. So the last workshop is actually on YouTube, and then it's on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. So before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for registering for tonight's workshop. We're going to do these every first and third Wednesday of the month. And so our goal for tonight's workshop is twofold. First, we're going to be doing a quick demonstration on how to do an easy smoothie. And then later tonight, we're going to introduce the topic of potassium-rich foods. So let's see, one second. In your email yesterday, you received a newsletter that gave you the recipe for tonight's smoothie, which includes some really powerful superfoods, such as bananas, frozen raspberries, strawberries, and mangoes, as well as spinach. It also, in the recipe, it also included water as well. So before we make the smoothie, I do have a quick poll for you all. So let me pull it up really quick for you guys to answer. One second. Okay. So the poll is,
Are there any benefits?
to drinking whole food smoothies? And either no, there's no benefits, it's a myth, or yes, it has the ability to improve absorption, lessen heartburn, and boost immunity. So I'll just give you a second to answer the poll really quick. Okay, great. So yes, the answer is smoothies do have all of those things that we talked about at the last workshop. So you guys are all doing amazing. Let's see, let me exit this out 1 second. Oops, sorry, 1 second. Okay. So you guys are all doing amazing, and let's have fun tonight and make this smoothie. So I don't know if you guys are gonna make it with me. Did you guys get some of the ingredients for it?
I didn't even get the email.
But I'm gonna make it tomorrow.
Okay, well, I'll do this quick smoothie demo, but also I just wanted to share with you guys that these are just suggestions, and then you can also like customize your own smoothie to like your liking. Like, and say, let's say you don't like bananas, you can also substitute that out for like apples. But let me go ahead and go over there to like make the smoothie 1 second. Okay, let me stop this.
I even went to Trader Joe's yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, look at you with your dark hair.
Wow, I know.
Okay, wait, can you see me?
That doesn't even look like you anymore.
Can you see me on the over here?
Yes.
I can't see you, Corchelle.
Can you see me now?
No.
No? Okay.
There. Yeah.
You guys can see me now, all of you guys?
I could see.
Leah, Auntie, well,
I could see it. I could see it.
I can see you now.
Great. Okay, so first we're gonna take our blender, and then what I like to do is add a whole water bottle first. So I'll do the whole water bottle, which is 16 ounces, and then that'll be the first thing like in the actual smoothie and the blender. And then you want to do your fruit first, just so it's easier to blend. So I'll do a whole banana, and this is good for later on in the class if they want to go like the potassium, which milligrams it has. Then I'll do like a couple raspberries, and they're frozen, so you don't need any ice. So raspberries, and then I'll take some mangoes, and they're all from Trader Joe's, and all like less than $10. Mangoes, and then we'll do some strawberries.
You put a whole water bottle?
Yeah, I put the whole water bottle in it.
Wow.
And then I'll take like some spinach on top. I usually make this like and then you'll put your lid over it. And then you blend it for a good like It's really loud, so I might just like mute myself. Yeah, you basically want to just like make sure it's like all like as well. But yeah, you still do it for like 3 to 5 minutes. Always can read that and record it for you guys.
Wow, it makes a lot, huh?
So it's still, you can kind of tell like it's going to need a little bit more mixed, but just for the purpose of the workshop. But it's already pretty much like the smoothie base. And then,
Is it?
yeah, let me just pour it.
We can't hear you, Luella. Your mic is off.
Is that like a meal replacement, Corchelle?
You can use that as a meal replacement, or like a breakfast, like a snack. So basically it would be like that, but it would be more blended because you give it a little bit more time. But yeah, so that's that. So I'll stop the video on that. Yeah. So if you were to do it for I do it for 3 to 5 minutes, so it's more of a smoothie consistency. Like it was kind of getting there, but you could tell you need a little bit more time. So now that we've done our smoothie, let's discuss ways to lower your 3 highs, as Dr. Sears likes to call it. So can anybody guess what the 3 highs may be?
Highs?
What do you mean by high?
The
Blood
3
pressure?
highs. Okay. Blood pressure.
Cholesterol?
Okay.
I don't know. What is the other one?
Blood sugar.
Oh,
Oh,
blood
yeah.
sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, that will lower your blood pressure. I need that.
So well, smoothie could because it has like some superfoods in it, but we're gonna talk about right now like some really powerful like potassium foods. So the 3
Bananas.
I know the 3 highs are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and high blood sugar, and they're all interrelated. So there are 4 ways that Dr. Sears suggests like lowering your 3 highs. And also on that note, I do have another poll for you guys based on the last workshop. So let me pull it up really quickly.
Corchelle has a thing. Yes.
Poll. So second one. Okay. So I just launched it. Basically the poll says, based on the last workshop, we talked about blank. This is a way that can lower your 3 highs. Which of the following is it? Is it A, meditate, B, cardio/movement, or C, give up meat? So I'll just give you guys a few seconds to answer it. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, great. So it looks like all of you guys did say cardio and movement, which is correct. That's what we talked about at the last class. So now let's talk about the second way to lower the second way out of the 4 ways to lower your blood. Sorry, Chloe's like on me right now. The 4 ways to lower cholesterol, blood sugar, and blood pressure. And the second being introducing new foods to our diet so basically you want to eat foods that keeps the potassium up and sodium down. So one suggestion you may consider is eating more fresh fruits, vegetables, and seafood. One interesting that's actually on the list was wild game meats. So has anybody tasted or tried wild meat before? Like a bison or?
Yeah, I've had deer. I didn't like it though.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like the gamey taste.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Joelle, you were on mute. Did you say something?
We don't want to eat our own kind. Why would we want to eat a bison?
Yeah, so that was one thing that was interesting to me. So they said that it'd be better to eat wild meat versus like actual like chicken or turkey and all that stuff. So that was interesting to me.
Is that like paleo?
I'm not too quite sure about paleo right now. I'm not sure.
I think because they put all these, all these hormones and everything, and
Antibiotics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I heard the same for like wild salmon too.
Oh yeah.
It's like wild salmon is way better than just like your regular salmon that they sell at Costco or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Like
yeah, it even has like a different color too.
Yeah, honestly, Darlene, you're so right. Actually, I want to talk about that at a future workshop. Is wild salmon? They actually say that the American like diet is like really low and deficient in omega-3s, and so wild salmon has a lot of great benefits. And one thing that was also interesting as well was they said that the people who eat the most seafood and salmon are the least depressed. So actually, one thing, yeah. So they say if you have 3 servings of I think it's 6 ounces of salmon per week, you show like that you're like least depressed, I guess, and you just have like more. There's just like more health benefits for that. But okay, Chloe, 1 second, please. Okay, so interesting. Okay, so let's see. And then we also suggest like making a slow transition to a diet that consists less of packaged foods, junky carbs, which another thing was surprising was canned vegetables was on the list. And then we also recommend like fewer animal-based foods.
because
So
they're preservatives, right?
Oh,
well,
canned vegetables are not good?
yeah, that was on the list of like if you want to like slowly transition out of like eating canned foods, and then we'll kind of go into it a little bit later on tonight. But that was interesting to me. And one of the terms that they said it shouldn't be called canned goods anymore. It should be called canned dads. So that was one thing that was like interesting. Okay, so oops, 1 second. Let me go to
Look at Chloe. She's like, pay attention to me, Mom.
Chloe is all over. Okay, so here's a list of foods in order from higher levels of potassium in milligrams to lower levels. So salmon being 800 milligrams, exactly what Darlene had said. Salmon's very good for you, especially, and we really emphasize wild caught salmon and not farm fresh at all, because farm fresh salmon aren't regulated as heavy as, well, obviously the wild caught industry. So salmon being 800 milligrams all the way to nuts containing 150 milligrams. So on average, it's recommended to get 3,500 to 400 milligrams of potassium in our diet. So I have a question for you guys. Is there anything that you can recommend to the group that you can see on the list of foods that you're currently eating? Maybe some like recipe ideas or that you just want to share with the group?
Well, avocados.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's pretty like high on, I think it had 250 milligrams of potassium in it just for a half of avocado. And then it was interesting too, because there were different levels, like with the potato with the skin had different levels than like a potato without the skin. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. So Dr. Sears states that for optimal blood pressure, there needs to be a right balance of sodium and potassium, so that way the blood pressure can operate efficiently. When we eat more animal fats, it raises our When we eat more animal fats, it raises our cholesterol levels. So the key is to maintain that balance and include some fruits and vegetables in our diets that are naturally low in sodium and higher in potassium. And also it's higher in antioxidants as well, like fruits and vegetables. So that brings us to our last bowl for the night, which is, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but let me pull it up really quickly. Okay, so the poll is, are canned goods good for us? Yes or no? Great. So everyone got 100%. Good job. You guys are paying attention. So the truth is the majority of canned goods contain little potassium and several hundred milligrams of sodium. So please check out the nutrition label the next time you're buying canned goods. One thing that I do want to introduce at a later workshop is a nutrition label reading activity. So we kind of go over, it's also connected to the pantry makeover. So you'll basically look at some stuff that you currently have in your pantry, and we'll go over some nutrition like facts and like how to read it and what that exactly means. So yeah, that's kind of all I have for everybody. So to end this workshop on a high and I'm not referring to the 3 bad highs. I wanted to leave you guys with this. There was a study that was conducted, and it basically showed that an increase of 400 milligrams of potassium a day, which is equating to a glass of orange juice or 1 banana, resulted in a 40% decrease in stroke-related deaths. So have a banana a day, or have a couple orange juice. And there's other things that I didn't include on this potassium list, but I'll include it in our next newsletter. Is a full list of all these potassium foods, along with how many milligrams each include. But I wanted to give you guys an overbroad view of like the ratio like of salmon being 800 all the way down to nuts being 150. But do you guys have any questions for me kind of like on any of the 3 highs, or any future suggestions on workshop ideas?
So instead of water, sometimes you do the coconut milk.
I haven't tried the coconut milk, but I feel like it'd be good too.
Oh, so you always use the water.
I always use water. I've never added any milk to it.
Oh.
And it does, and it tastes exactly like a smoothie. And so and the frozen foods like act like as the ice. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably freeze the banana too and cut it up and freeze it.
Get that potassium to
Yeah.
lower your.
I definitely need to work on that, because I know my potassium's pretty low. So
Yeah, and it's crazy. Just like if you have like a half a cup of beans, it's like already at 250. And then I was just surprised at some of the things that are like listed on here, like dried prunes, peaches. I didn't list apricots, but that's also like another good like.
Oh, I do have dried prunes.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. And then they also put dates in there too, so like dried dates and all that stuff. But yeah, so it's kind of all I had. Any like topics that you want to discuss at the next one? Because I want to keep these short and sweet and kind of give you like the information in a way where it's like you can like understand it like in a way. There's a lot. There's so many things I want to talk about, but what would be of interest to you guys?
Well, with me, like the hard thing for me, because I also have like kidney stones, and my kidney stones, what causes my kidney stones, it's high in I can't even think of the word right now. I can't eat like dark greens. I can't eat certain foods, and most of the foods that I can't eat are healthy, because that's what causes my kidney stones. So I'm kind of like in the middle of healthy and not healthy, because I have to try to avoid certain foods.
Oh,
I can't think of the word right now. I'll have to text it to you.
yeah. And then also
like a brain fog.
would that matter if it's liquefied at all? Would that do anything to you? Like,
well, yeah, they said like I have to drink a whole bunch of water. Like my urologist was telling me like my pee would have to look like the water, like water flowing down the faucet like that. Like who drinks water, that much water? Like I can't drink that much water. I tried to.
You should get this. Honestly, just get a flask. And you'll be so motivated.
Thing in a day.
Yeah, I fill this up like 3 times a day, at least at a minimum.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I do.
There's a really good app too. I can't remember the name of it right now. I have to check on my phone, but it reminds you when to drink water during the day. too. So like you keep staying hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but I'll send it to you, Corchelle, and then maybe you want to share it next
Oh
time.
yeah, I'll definitely.
It's really helpful.
I'll
Especially
definitely.
on those busy days that you're just like, oh my God, I feel dehydrated, I haven't drank enough water. And that app keeps you going. It's just like, even if you have like a little smartwatch or whatever, it's like a helpful reminder too.
That would be
Wait,
that's
Michelle, I remembered. It's high in oxalate.
high in oxalate.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look that up and then I can probably like work something into that. But no, Darlene, if you can give me the name of the app, I definitely want to include that in the next newsletter. And then I need feedback from that newsletter. Like maybe I can add the Zoom link into it. But was there any other things that you want to see into it? Like do you guys want like more? I don't know. I'm kind of like leaving it up to the group.
No, I loved it. You did great.
Yeah,
I love
good.
I love that you can be able to download it too, so you know what class will be about. But I just think the recipes they're really helpful,
Yeah.
especially like maybe something that you're on the go and you need something quick and fast but healthy. So I think that would be like really helpful for me, especially, but I'm sure for everyone too.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
really
recipes. Like everyone, we all want the recipes.
Yeah, and then also I think that could be like a twofold onto the next workshop because I don't want to just give you guys recipes because I don't want to spoil you like that. And it's not like to be weird, but like I also want to provide like some type of education. So I also probably will pair that class with like it's basically we call it a traffic light reading. So we like categorize foods into like red light, green lights, and yellow lights. And then you can kind of like make like a meal from that. So I'll definitely like I'm gonna play around with that. Honestly, I think that's a really good suggestion, and I'll probably do that for the 20th of this month, the next workshop. So yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Corchelle. We'll
Yeah.
see you next
Thanks,
time.
Corchelle. We'll see you next
See you
time.
next time.
Bye. See you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.